Welcome to the Dutchman's Wood Shack, where everything's a mess. Okay, so what I'm doing here today, if I can get my seat right. What I'm doing here today is this is the top for that table that I'm making in that picture in that magazine. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically taking this stuff. This is Titebond glue, and I have a brush, a cheapo brush, and then I'm just spreading it. I'm spreading the wealth. All right. So what I want to do here is I flip up most of them, and what you want to do is when you're going to clamp this, you want to make sure you got the right clamps too. Sometimes my clamps aren't the best, so I'm trying not to make a mess, which is next to impossible here. And so most of this wood is planed off, and so it's basically pretty smooth. I'm not worried about it. A couple of things you got to be aware of here now. It's going to be interesting to see how it lays flat, because sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Hey, one person watching me, how you doing? Come have lunch with the Dutchman. Okay, so I was going to do this episode tonight, but I'm going to be indisposed. So I thought I'd share it with you today. So I'm showing you the step-by-step play-by-play thing that I got when I'm putting this thing together. So I have that at a certain pitch. That's a 5% pitch that I got on my miter saw for the legs. That turned out perfect. That's exactly the way I want it. Now, when I go to put it in, I'll show you how I dowel it. The dowel rods. I have small dowels, so okay. So this last one you don't need to do. Unfortunately, I don't have enough of the right clamps. I'm gonna have to go into the store and get some. They've come out with better clamps since I bought some, so I think it's time I cough up some bucks and get some. Hey, my birthday's coming up soon. Anybody want to buy me a clamps? Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to put this on like this. So I only did, I didn't do it the last one, right? Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to get it as straight as I can. Now there is a little variance in the thickness, but I'm not worried about that, because what I'll do eventually is I'm going to clamp it. I'm going to put it through the thickness planer so it won't matter. Okay, so now I got that. Okay, so now all of them are glued, basically glued. Now, the key is trying to keep it square. Now, this stuff sets out pretty quick, so you gotta be on top of it. And it likes to move around a lot. Sometimes I let the glue set before I put it in. But here's the thing, clamps. You want to use something like this on these wide mount clamps. All right, so now what you want to do, to make sure everything's out of the way, is I'll clamp this like this for now. I gotta clamp See how that doesn't work? See, some of my clamps are so old that I need to get a new one. That one doesn't work. Crap. Yeah, kind of figured that. Springs are not grabbing. Okay, so this will be interesting, folks. Because now I got to flip it at some point. Ugh. See, my problem is some of my clamps are so they don't work with like crap anymore. I have to take that one apart and see if I can fix it, but normally I don't have a problem, but they don't stick like they used to. That's the problem. You know, when you pull tight on them. Okay, so this one here, I'm probably going to go sideways with. What I'll do is I'll flip it over. At some point, I'm going to flip it over. It's going to go. Ariel, how you doing? Good morning to you. Coffee's up. Okay, so this could be tricky, people. See what I mean? So I'm going to have to do something different here. So now, don't do as I do, okay? So this, because I don't have the equipment for this, I'm trying to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't do. You know, I have had that many problems with it in the past, but I have to get myself a jig. One of these days. For this. Okay, so that works there. Now you, you want to try and keep it down. We'll keep them down. This one doesn't want to go down anyway. I don't know why you keep fighting me, but. Okay, see how that lays flat, right? See, now this is where if you have the wrong clamps, that's what happens. Hey, Aaron. So this one I could probably do is probably work. right, so that's what you want. Right there. All right. See how they don't want to stick? Try to get them to lay flat. Okay. Well, this will have to do. Okay, now what you do, I don't know if it'll work, but you want to see if they're flat. About as flat as I can get right now. So, I'm going to have to do another one. But see, this is uneven here. So, the idea is I got to get clamps that go, I got to make jigs that go this way so I can clamp this way. That's the problem. And no, I don't have any crappy wood I can use. See, this is where you need to keep and have extra wood with you. See, like that one. And this one. Now, the reason for this is this is how you keep the thing square. You want it bowed. You don't want it bowed, so okay, so that's how you keep that square. That's how you keep that square. The idea is get a couple more, and I do have extra wood, but Okay, that'll work for now. All right. So anyway, that's my 10 cents. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go for a little bit. I have to run to the store and get some other plants. So see ya.